Hi, welcome to Alaskan in Thailand. It's a beautiful afternoon here on the beach. Nice and windy these past few days. The kite surfers really love it. Today I thought if you guys can hear me over the wind, I don't know how this is going to turn out. Maybe it won't be usable, but today I thought I'd talk about the things I really love about Hua Hin. I did a video on things I hate about Hua Hin, and that one did real good. I think it got like 6,000, 7,000 views or whatever. But yeah, in all fairness, I do talk about Hua Hin, what I love about it, but I've actually stopped and made a quick list. I'm sure I can think of more things, but these are some of the things right off the top of my head. What do I love about Hua Hin Thailand? No horn honking. I love that aspect. I really, really appreciate that. It's quiet, other than the traffic, and we get some loud Harleys and stuff going by. The sirens is probably the only thing annoying, which, yeah, it's kind of like the same as horns, but it's not constant. It's a lot, but it's not constant like the horn honking in the Philippines was. Terrible over there. Just and also no karaoke. I don't hear karaoke around here. Maybe you're going into the bars areas and stuff, you'll hear it, but walking down the streets, you don't hear the loud blasting music with some poor girl that can't sing trying anyway, and you don't hear it around here. They must do it, I'm sure. Thais do it, I'm sure, but in their own homes maybe, and quietly, or in the bars probably, and I don't see it there, so it don't affect me walking on the street. I never hear karaoke here. No roosters. Actually, there's some banny hens down here. I can hear them off in the distance in the morning, and I like it. I had my own roosters, so that's kind of makes me feel good. When I'm walking to the beach, I'll hear a cock-a-doodle-doo in the distance, but it ain't a constant screech like it is in the Philippines, where it's just non-stop there. All the neighbors have roosters because they raise them and sell them for fights, and there's just too many. And not only the roosters, the dogs. There's dogs everywhere there, and barking, barking, barking. No dogs barking here. Hardly any dogs. There's a few. There's a pack young pups that run up and down the beach. They live at the temples, 6 or 7 of them. But other than that, there's just 1 or 2 strays. Most everybody's got owner. They're not hungry. They're not mangy or anything, and they don't bark. So you don't hear dog barking almost never. Almost never. Other places I heard a lot of dog barking. Even at home where I lived, the village was just full of dogs howling. They howl every night. And moving right along, there's no crime here, really. I don't see much crime at all. I don't know anybody that's been robbed. I don't know anybody that's had their phone stolen or their motorbike stolen or anything, really. I'm sure it could happen. I'm sure it does happen, but it's not around me, and I don't see it. Maybe it's yet to come, but after 14 months here, I still really have no crime that I see. No poverty. There really ain't no poverty in your face. That's another thing. Everybody's middle class here, and there's a beggar. There's like a couple of older people. One's probably an alcoholic, and the other one's probably just retired. To retire here, you don't get retirement, not much anyway. So yeah, they have a tough time. I've just met a couple of them, and they've turned out to be kind of friends I always talk to, and I do give them a little money when I see them sometimes. I know it helps them. They're not real poverty, but just probably helps them a lot. So there's no crime, no poverty, and it's not real overcrowded either. Like Dumaguete was pretty busy and crowded. Cebu was very busy and crowded, heavy traffic. Bangkok, need I say more? These big cities. I didn't want that, so I came to a nice place here, and it's just the right size town. It gets busy during the high season. I kind of shun the busyness during the high season, but the low season is just perfect for me. It's nice and quiet. Everything's kind of empty, actually. I like that aspect of quietness and stuff, so it works for me, and that's one thing I don't really want, a big crowded city, so this works. It's not overcrowded. And the Thai people have been really good. No real a-holes around here. I haven't had any stress or strife with anybody, really. I've seen some foreigners acting like a-holes a couple of times where I thought they should just shut up and not be like that. I've seen it a couple of times, but other than that, I've never seen the Thai people haven't been like that to me anywhere, really. Maybe in other places, your results may vary. Your personality may vary too. So for me, it works. I haven't had any problems. Nobody antagonized me at all yet. And that's what. And it's not a big city. That's one another thing. It's a small townish kind of a city, a nice small city, really. And it's got good health care. That's one thing you really. And there's several hospitals to choose from. And in Bangkok's 5 hours away by bus and only $10 to get to Bangkok. You needed a specialist up there or something. But the hospitals here are great. The health care is great, in my opinion. I've used it. I've used the health care surgery, and I've used dental here, and it's cheap and good too. Fix my teeth up. So actually, I'm a medical tourist. Great food everywhere. I have to admit, there's just food everywhere. Food stalls, street foods, just everywhere you want to look and turn. There's a restaurant every 10 steps. You couldn't starve here. Your biggest challenge is going to be not eating so much. That's for sure. Cheap transportation. I love the cheap transportation. I don't even use it, but it's 50 cents, 15 baht or whatever, less than 50 cents to go the whole length of the town, jump off anywhere you want, flag one down anywhere you want. There's cabs parked all along the streets. There's a train you can take to Bangkok for less than $1, like 90 cents. There's another better train you can take for like $10 or $15, I think. It's really, the transportation's real easy and cheap around here. You can just jump in any cab anywhere. They have the tuk-tuks all over too, so you can grab one of them. I never did ride one here yet. In the Philippines, that's all they had really was tricycles, and they weren't even these nice tuk-tuks. They were welded up frames with sharp edges and welds, bad welds, dangerous. But anyway, it's a clean city. That's another thing I like. Look at this beach. This beach had trash coming, and they cleaned it completely up. There's not one bit of trash if you look at now. And this was kind of had a bunch of trash blowing from other areas like Bangkok or China. The flood debris came in. They came down with trucks and crew of 50 guys and cleaned it up. As they clean the streets and cities and the sidewalks, they sweep everything. It's very clean here. There's a few empty lots they throw some trash in, but for the most part, the whole city is pretty much in immaculate shape. You can hardly find a cigarette butt on the ground. Nice beach, miles and miles of it. And if you don't like this one, go down there, and there's 10 more miles going down that way. It's just beach after beach after beach, unlimited beach. In fact, it gets pretty lonely at these beaches. In the high season, or low season, I come out, I'm the only one on the beach, totally. So yeah, there's just miles and miles of beach, jogging, and you could rent jet skis, rent a horse, do whatever you want. It's just swimming and snorkeling and stuff. There's no coral reefs here. That's sad, but it's very, very good swimming. I like the swimming here. It floats good. Water's not perfect, but it's here, and it's a nice beach. Walking distance in my house. That's what I like. So yeah. Great people. I really do, like I said about the Thai, they've been really gracious. I haven't had any problems with them. They got a great culture. They celebrate all kinds of holidays and different cultural events that are really making fun. Well, my camera cut off. You look around before I shut her down. The wind today. Sure to like, share, and subscribe.